Hey everybody, Elizabeth here on the Dainty Soap DIY channel. I know you've been shying away from macrame, or maybe you thought it was too difficult. It's going to be your new favorite love. First project, we're going to solve all your mysteries, come up with a lot of solutions by teaching you the basic stitch always used in every macrame project you can think of. The second project is going to throw you right into a more professional, introducing you to moving from the left to the right and from the right to the left, making the lunar shape half moon area rug. And the third project is going to slow it down. It's very elegant, looks very expensive, and happens to be the most simplest stitch in macrame and most commonly used as well. All of these projects have multi-uses, very versatile, very high-end, and budget-friendly. Additionally, the second bonus to this, you can do every one of them sitting in your most comfortable position watching your favorite program. And the third bonus, guess what? You can use any medium. String, yarn, different sizes of macrame cord. Sky's the limit and the colors are endless. So, let's get to it, guys. Project number one is the Octagon coaster, also hot pad. You're going to need 5 strands, 10 feet long each. And to get you started, you're going to take the first strand, extend it about 2 inches off of your board, clip it into place just so it'll hold snug there, and we're going to begin attaching our strands. This you will be using a cow hitch knot, which is also a reverse lark's knot. It is a basic stitch. And then you're going to create half hitches on the right, and then you're going to do a half hitch on the left. Once you get that snugged up, you're going to slide it all the way to the left. You're going to repeat this with any of your other strands. You should have 4 strands total attached to your base foundation strand that you're working on. So that will give you a total of 5 strands. Now remember, these are connected with the cow hitch and then the half hitch on each side. That will give it its width as well as make it very durable. So let's begin. Take your first strand and lay it across all of them. Take the next strand and create the half hitch knot. Now this will be a double half hitch because you're going to do the first one and then the second one's going to snug it into place. Keep working your strands. Remember, your working strand is going to straddle across all your cords, and then you're going to take each strand individually from underneath and go across the top and then through. Snug it up. And as you see here, I'm just showing you, you keep repeating it. As you do this, it's going to become more and more narrow, and it's going to resemble the shape of a side triangle. Now as you work along, you can see you're going to be using up your strands, and there'll be less strands to leave over. Now when you get to the very last one, follow through and pay close attention, because this is the neatest trick of all. See how nice they look? It just looks like a half triangle or sideways triangle. We're going to turn it, that's right. And we're going to use that first strand to go across all of them, and then the next cord you will begin using your half hitch knot. And you'll work this method continuously throughout this project. Every time you finish, turn it and begin again. Turn it, begin again. So here we go. And this is actually a horizontal, one-directional project. So you have just learned 2 very sophisticated things here. One, you've learned how you can continuously do the same project with a very long strand of cord, working on the horizontal, going from the left to the right continuously, just like a typewriter, and you are creating a geometric shape. This coaster that's very versatile, you can make a hot pad with it. You can make them very large and make placemats with them. Everything will be determined based on what you plan to do with it. And this is very budget friendly, makes a wonderful gift. Now I am showing you another way that you can consider tying this off. This is a very beginner macrame project, but you can take the strands and push them back through if you want to. Most of them take and cut the strands off at that point and glue it together, but I decided to push my strands through to the back, and I'm just tying a knot here to begin with. But once I pulled them all through, I flipped it over and I did a half hitch knot, or just a half hitch, to tie off in the back. Once I got all those worked in, I cut them off and smoothed it down, and voila, had this beautiful octagon shaped coaster. I made a larger one as a center one, and they are 5.5 inches, very little ones. Now on to project number 2, my very favorite, the half moon lunar area rug. Now I braided my strands to make a firmer foundation. You're going to attach 2 12-foot long strands using the lark head knot. So I'm going to show you a shortcut to make that lark head knot, but you will need at least 2 strands. Now the first thing is take the very first cord on the left and lay it aside. The second strand is going to be your working strand, so you're going to always kind of hold it to the right. The very next strand, come from underneath, go across the top, and move it up the half hitch knot. What you just done in project number 1, you're going to do in project number 2. And if you work it this way, it's going to create that beautiful half moon shape, lunar shape, semicircle macrame. And this is very versatile too. This would make great placemats, a dresser, dolly, runner. It would look awesome on a pillow, and of course the half lunar moon area rug. Very high end, very elegant, very affordable, and you can do this with any size cord, any medium. The bigger the cord, the larger thickness of that rug. I did this project in 3mm cord as well, and the coasters we did in 3mm. I will have the measurements and how many I used in the description box down below. If you are enjoying this video, this project, please give it a thumbs up. Every time you hit that like, it lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, you enjoyed the video, and they will allow more people to view it. And I very much appreciate your help, because it helps the survival of my channel by your support, by simply hitting the like. If you guys have macrame, if you do macrame, if you enjoy macrame projects, please tell me in the comments, and also let me know what projects you've made in the past, presently, used to, and share them with me. Tell me some ideas that you use yours for. Now, as you can see here, we've already went 2 or 3 rounds, and we're continuing our semicircle. So one time you'll work from the left, the next time you'll work from the right, creating that semicircle, and just doing your half hitch, your double half hitch knots all the way from one side to the other. And then of course, when you need to add a strand, you're going to be attaching it to the top. So right now we're just anchoring this on. and this was the side we went from right to the left. Pay attention, that is a lark's head that's being done at top. So this is how you add strands. This is how you decide how wide you want your half lunar moon area rug or placemat. So there again, you attached it. You'll take the left strand, lay it over that very first one. Then you'll take the second strand that becomes your working strand, and once again doing your double half hitch knots. And make sure you snug those little circles all the way up, and just keep working until you get to the other side. Once you get to the other side, you'll anchor it on to your strand up top. Now I simply used the wooden dowel to keep my lunar rug from pitching in the center, but to be honest with you guys, it did not work, so I know better next time. It's still going to pitch up. So how to expand short spaces. Those of you who have done macrame know that there's times when you'll be working your strands and you just have this space. So what you'll do is you'll use a cow hitch knot, attach it to the strand that you're currently on, and that takes up that space. Once you add it on, you need to anchor it back to the top, making the lark's head. Remember, first time you go over the top, second time you go underneath. Smooth it out and spread out your half hitch knots. Just kind of work on them because they'll get sideways just from where you're working and the strands are real long. But once you get it tied on, you'll just start doing your double half hitch knots all the way across. And you'll work from the right to the left, and you'll take one strand, lay it aside, and work from the left to the right. Once again, if you're enjoying these projects, do give it a thumbs up, leave comments, and let me know what projects you have done if you enjoy macrame and if you'd like to see more. Also, what colors would you have picked? This one's for my bathroom for the coastal theme, so I added my colors as I liked, and this is how it turned out. This navy blue, the sky blue, as well as white. And I left mine with spaces in it, and it is gorgeous. It is 3mm macrame cord used on this project. Now on to project number 3, the Dainty Lacy Runner. So I'm showing you the shortcut to making the lark's head knot, so you don't have to pull all those cords through. As I promised, solving some of your issues that you may have concerns with. I attached 24 of these strands. You can select 12 to 14 feet long. Now we're going to tie this working strand on, because we're going to do double half hitch knots all the way across, and that will give this rug more security, durability, and lock those other strands into place. And it gives it character. It looks gorgeous. So you'll do that, and you'll do it all the way across with all the strands. And I'm using my Christmas wrapping paper roll. It's very long. It was exceptionally perfect for this project, and I just strung it on my quilt rack holder there in my sewing room. Now, what you're making here, this is the double slip knot. It is very beautiful, and it's going to give us that lacy effect. So the way you make it is you make the number 4, put the leg on it, and when you make the leg, bring the leg up through the 4's face. Slide it up, tighten it. Then you'll do a reverse 4. Once again, the leg of it, bring it up behind all the strands, bring it through the reverse 4, and slide it up. And this is the double slip knot. Take the next 4 strands, make the 4, use its leg, go in through its nose, slide it all the way up. To lock it, Make a reverse 4, take the leg, run it through its nose, then slide it all the way up. Now it's snug into place. You'll do that all the way across. That's going to be your first row. Your second row, take 2 of your strands and set them aside. Then work the very next 4 cords, making the double slip knot, or the number 4s, forward and backwards, and go all the way across. And these go really fast. Even though the cords are very long, it is very relaxing, very soothing. This is a nice time to reminisce and think things over, work out your to-do list, listen to music. And I just tied that working strand in through that little loop there. This is where I have to do the double half-hitch knots on the bottom to finish off the other end of the rug. Once again, this will give it a corded look, lock the strands into place, give it some definition and durability. These are extremely budget-friendly projects, high-end, elegant home decor. Wonderful gifts can be done while you relax and watch television, listen to your favorite program, work out all your problems, solve the mysteries of the world, listen to beautiful music. So it was 5 inches once I took it off. So I had to cut the other strands, the ones that were left over, to size. Now I'm sharing with you how you make tassels. Gather up 4 or 5 of your strands. Take one of the cords that you cut off, your excess, and you'll kind of loop it and then wrap it around. You'll run the cord back through it after about 4 or 5 rounds. Pull the top of it, that locks that cord into place, and voila, you have tassels on the edge. And here was the loops on the top side that we started with. I just clipped them and made tassels on every 4 to 5 strands. And I wrapped that top 4 to 5 times. And I absolutely love this. Take your fine tooth comb it out. That makes it even more elegant and fancy. Cut off the difference, and voila, you have a beautiful rug, throw, vanity, runner. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and by all means, make these projects. Reminisce and discard those fears. Until the next DIY, I'll be cracking you.